Alright, pick up 0. 1 8. How far you reach now? So we should convert them to one base. Convert them all to the base 2. So 4 is what? 2 squared. Notice I put my little brackets. Then I write back 2x minus 1. That's okay. 16 is what? 2 to the power of 4 by x. And here 8 is what? 2 to the power of 3 by 3x minus 1. Each time I made a substitution, I put brackets, right? So that will remind me to multiply this out. That will remind me to multiply this and multiply this, right? So now I'm going to get 2 to the 4x minus 2 by 2 to the 4x. Here is 2 to the 9x minus 3. Right? Try that in. No, just not behind. Oh, now look. Right? What's the next step? Same base divisions. So what to do? Subtract, right? So it will be 2 to the 4x minus 2 minus 4x is equal to 2 to the 9x minus 3. Now I could say equate the powers. So I can equate these two. The 4x will cancel. So I'll get minus 2 is 9x minus 3. Carry it across. It's 9x. So I'll get x is 190. Okay? Okay with that? Right. What would have happened? Anybody can answer. What would have happened if when you're doing these questions, right? There was an x and a y. Right. We will, instead of getting one equation, we'll need to get 2 equations to solve simultaneously. All right. So sometimes they might see index questions with 2 variables. So it means that we need to get 2 equations. All right. So we're going to take a look at simultaneous and indices, right? So what is here? Questions like it. Questions like this. You see, we have two equations. We have 2 equations and we have 2 variables. So each equation, this one should give us our first equation to solve. This here should give us our second equation to solve. All right. So I will start you up here just to make sure we know what we're doing. So I'm going to convert them all to the same base, right? So I will have 3 to the x by 9 is what? 9 is 3 squared by y is equal to, how do I write 1? 3 to the power 0. Very good. 3 to the power of 0. Nice. So this is 3 to the x by 3 to the 2y is 3 to the 0. multiplying. So what to do? If I'm multiplying, I'm going to add. So I'll get 3 to the x plus 2y is 3 to the. Last step is what? Same base, so I could equate powers. Right? So I just squeezing it in here. So my first equation is x plus 2y is 2. All right? Do the same thing here. Get your next equation and solve. Right? You can use the method I showed you last in math. Or you can use substitution, anyone you want. Right? Because it's odd math, I will do the substitution method, right? So you can make x the subject and then solve. Copy it down. So this is our equation 1. Take your time, get the equation and solve, right? Get the equation and we'll solve it as yet, right? I just want to get the equation. I want to make sure we have the same equation. Okay, second one. Yeah. Let's see if it's the same thing, right? Let's see if we got the same equation. And 2 to the 2x by 4 to the y is 1/8. So I'm going to convert them all to one base. 2, right? So this is 2 to the 2x. 4 is what? 2 squared. What about 1/8? 1 over, nice. 1 over 2 to the power 3. Not 1 over 2 to the power 3, right? And then here, this will be 2 to the 2x by 2 to the 2y. What do I do here? I can bring it up and it becomes minus 3. So this is 2 to the 2x plus 2y to the minus 3. Now, usual thing, equate. So I'll get 2x plus 2y is minus 4. Look it up. Now we're going to solve, right? Right, but when I reach here, stop because I want to show you how to do substitution. Can we do elimination from last week? But those who are here for maths, can we do elimination? Yeah, right? Just write it here and do the elimination from last week. But I just want to show you substitution. So we don't go up until here. I want to show you the substitution method. Anybody could guess the next type of the next, like how we have solving simultaneous and then we have normal equations. What could be a third type of industry problem we got? Right? So there's a way now to take these and get quadratics. That's the last one I'm showing you today. Right? Ready? So from equation one, we can make x is subject to the formula. X plus 2y is 0. So x is minus 2y. Now we know what x is. So I am going to take this x and substitute in equation 2. So I am going to take this and substitute in here. And I'm going to tell them that here. So I am going to substitute equation 3 in equation 2. I'm going to put this and this. Right? And I will end up with 2 by minus 2y. So I'm taking off x and I put in minus 2y. 2 by minus 2y plus 2y is minus 3. Right? So I substitute for x here. I take off x and I put minus 2y. So I'll get minus 4y plus 2y is minus 3. This will give me minus 2y is minus 3. Y is 300. Therefore, x is what? Put y in there. X is 3 and 2. 2 will cancel and I'll get x is minus 3. So the final answer is minus 3. 300. All right. For those who got lost, I took this equation, I rearranged it, and I got it in this form. I took this equation, I applied my indices rules, rearranged it, I got this. Now I have these two equations to solve simultaneous. Method I choose was substitution. So I took this and I made x subject to the formula. Right? I know what x is, so I took off this old x and I put what the new x is. The new x is minus 2y. Expand it out, solve for y. When I found out what y was, put it in here, solve for x. That's okay? It's a little bit long, but we're gonna do a few more of these. All right? When you reach here, you don't have to use substitution. If you want to use elimination, go right ahead. Okay? I just wanted to show you substitution, which is technically what we're doing today in math. All right, online. So I'm going to give you one just like this, and I want you to develop the two equations and solve them simultaneously. So you're responding to the boy. Good job, Sarah. Ready? This is multiply, don't forget, huh? All right, try this one. Try number two. Online. You send it. Send your answer, please. Yeah. And we all do like to write these things, but you shouldn't just jump from here to here. Make the examiner figure out what you do. Write this here, equate powers. If you don't want to write equate power, just write equate. All right? Write those things, right? Nothing, it doesn't multiply any powers. Look what? I'm multiplying powers and the two stay, right? Right, and what is 81's? Then what is 81 is? You can follow more. So it's down here. By okay, that was so you got an next 22 here, 22 looking like when I check my health. Okay, bye bye. 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 That's not. Okay, correct, yeah. What do you know for that question? Yeah, that is one. Finish? In some answers has 22 and something else. You didn't get 22, so you have. You don't have to use substitution method, you can use elimination. Right, if you get 22 means you're on the right track, that's the most people get up. Alright, let's check it out. Online, some more answers. Right, so well, one mistake I saw. So from here now, so 2 to the 2x by 8 is 2 cubed by y is equal to 2 squared. One of the mistakes I've seen is some people don't know how to convert them, right? So you have to learn those values, right? Or you can just check it in the calculator after. So here we have 2 to the 2x by 2 to the 3y is 2 squared. Now I could add the powers here. This is 2x plus 3y is 2 squared. Everybody okay with that? Now I could equate the powers. So that's 2x plus 3y is 2. Right? Equation 1. Equation 2 now. That's 3 to the x multiplied by 9 is 3 squared, right? By y plus 1 and 81 is 3 to the power of 4. We're going to multiply here. So this is 3 to the x by 3 to the 2y plus 2 all over. When I remove the fraction, I'll get minus 4. Okay? Multiplied, so I could add. Right? Is equal to 3 to the minus 4. Now I can equate. So I'll get x plus 2y plus 2 is minus 4. I'll get x plus 2y is, move across this, I'll get minus 6. So I have an equation 1 and I have equation 2. Right? Last example of the elimination, substitution, I got into elimination now. All right? So I'm going to put them. I'm going to put x plus 2y is minus 6. And I'm going to put 2x plus 3y is 2. Right? Based on what we did last week. Anybody remember what to do? What do I multiply this by? Right? Coefficients here, coefficients here. Multiply everything here by 2. So I'll get 2x plus 4y is minus 12. Multiply everything here by 1. Right? Everything here by 1. Then minus, minus, minus. I got 0 here. I got positive y here is minus 14. Right? So y is minus 14. Yeah. And now I just have to solve for x. So I'll go back to the first one. X plus 2 by minus 14 is minus 6. So I'll put in minus 14 in there. So I get x minus 28 is minus 6. X is 28 minus 6. X is 20. Right? Anybody use substitution? I'm going to check it. And anybody use substitution? When I say your mistake, right? Right, good job, Tyler. Who else sent me some answers there? Did I get yours, Sarah? The first one correct. Jaden, good. Sarah, correct. Jaden, you make a mistake with your y value, right? Ariel, Diego, you're getting through. Tyra, Tanisha. You okay with us now? Yeah. Anybody confused anywhere? For the show? Right, Diego, send some answers, huh? Which part, Tanisha? Let's now give other one, huh? You got the equations? Right. So after your two equations, Tanisha, you can just solve simultaneously. Right? So you could use the elimination method, which was showed last week, or you can use substitution. You can make x the subject of the formula and then drop it in the next one. So x will be minus 6 minus 2y, and then substitute in here. All right? So just take your time with the solving simultaneous. I'll give you a next one. You want the substitution method? Okay. Right, so the substitution method, I just doing it over. So from here, I'm making x the subject. X is equal to minus 6 minus 2y. Right? So I have this equation, and I'm going to substitute in here. I'm going to substitute in equation 1. So that will be 2 by minus 6 minus 2y, because I solve for x, plus 3y is 2. Multiply it out, you'll get minus 12 minus 4y plus 3y is 2. Move across the minus 12, and you'll get plus 12. So you'll get minus y is 14, y is minus 14. Same thing. And then substitute for y. Right? Quick question. Kaden, suppose I had something like this, all over 3, all over 3. What do you do to make that look nicer? Do you like fractions? No. So what we can do to get rid of this 3 here earlier, multiply every single thing by 3. That's okay? Because if you made x the subject here, you would have gotten a fraction underneath. All right? Good. I'm gonna give you a next one, and I want you to use substitution method, no elimination. All right? The first thing for you. Somebody out here. Okay. That's a 5, huh? And remember, there's a multiply. Somebody writing like a minus sign that multiplied, right? Five y multiplied by 25. Sorry, that wrong. 5x. 5 to the power of x. Oh gosh, sorry there. So now there, I want you wrong one. 5 to the x by 25 to the 2y is 5. That's 27, right? Go ahead. Okay, number 3. Oh yeah. Same thing again, right? Same thing again. And only one substitution for this one, right? No elimination method. Yeah, so you have my calculator. Now, it's actually right? Okay, yeah, this one.
It doesn't use much, just like a couple drops, so experiment. But that is the sick, that is the grade.
Sorry. Why should you get wrong?
Mariah. Yeah, I got the receipt and everything. I think so now, but I stopped and I'm gonna be leaving the right. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the side of the office, that's.
Right, send your answers online. Yes, sir. Part numbers. So just checking the equations first, right? And all your those steps now, please. So this is 5 to the x by 5 squared by 2y is 5 to the 1. So this is 5 to the x by 5 to the 4y is 5 to the 1. This is 5 to the multiply, so you add in. That's okay? And then you equate. Some of you are trying to do both of them at the same time and making small mistakes, right? All right? So that's your first equation. Then come here now. You'll get 3 to the 2x by 3 squared, right? And next small mistake I see in, a small mistake I see in here is that we're forgetting to multiply the 2 by the y and the minus 1. And this is 1 over 3 cubed. So some people not getting 2y minus 2, right? You have to multiply 2 by the y and 2 by the minus 1. This becomes 3 to the minus 3. Add in again, so I'll get 3 to the 2x plus 2y minus 2. And now we can equate. So we'll get 2x plus 2y minus 2. Or we'll get 2x plus 2y is minus 1. That's okay? Those are the two equations we're supposed to have. All right? Now, what to do? Make a subject here. So we're using substitution, right? So from equation 1, x is equal to 1 minus 4y. From equation 1, x is equal to 1 minus 4y. And now I am going to substitute equation 3 in equation. Problems all there? Huh? Why are you making a mistake? You got this? And this? And this one. Everybody okay with these? So I'm gonna, obviously, I'm gonna substitute in here, right? So I'm gonna substitute equation 3 in here, and I will get 2 by 1 minus 4y plus 2y is equal to minus 1. So that's 2 minus 8y plus 2y is minus 1 minus 6y, move across the 2 I got y to be a half. Yeah, y is a half. And x is what? X is equal to 1 minus 4 by a half. X is 1 minus 2. X is minus 1. Minus 1.5. Nice. So the mistakes are seen as solving simultaneous, and you're all in luck. We're doing that today in maths. Right? Have you seen anybody get it online? Minus 1.5. Who's that? Sarah. Very good. Just to get something right. Who else get it? Anybody else get it? Sydney. I'll get Tanisha, Tyler. How close are those? Hello, okay? Yeah. So common mistakes are where? Where are the common mistakes? Here. Right? Where else? D. Right. There's a common mistake here. 5. This is 5 to the power of 1. Right? And then well, I've seen some mistakes here when you're substituting and working it out. Right? So this is type 2. Type 3 now. You remember to solve a quadratic? Yeah. Right. Even if you can't, you can use the calculator, right? Well, you want to do the long way. No, I don't have it. This old one on my calculator. And somebody take the extra one now. Extra 2 that we had though. It's fine. Wasn't it? But one more like this, or you want to go to the quadratic? One more? Yeah. One more, and I will let you use any method you want, right? Gosh, gonna some bad value. Or they will figure it out. One more. Right, the value is not too nice, but the first one is 9 to the power of x is 27y. The next is 64. Take your time, it's the same thing, right? All you. We'll get frightened, right? Yeah, you will have to use the substitution here. Can't use elimination. I love this book. You mustn't say that, huh? It's when you go with truck, but right? 512. 512 is what? 4 to the power of 4? Second six. Yeah. 4 to the power of 4. 4 to the 5 then. Yeah. 4 is 4 to the 3, 64. Wow. I can see. So when I get two to the power of 4. Yeah. Check 2 to the power of 3. Check e to the power of 3. E to the 3. Yeah. Right. So this is 8 squared. And it's 8 to the 3, right? Or it'll be 2 to the 9, right? 2 to the 9. So I'll try to remember. Right? Be careful here. Same thing you're doing, just in a different form, right? Use substitution method. Last one we done. With this. Still have quadratics to show you. No logs today. Oh, that was roots. I'm not giving it much time, huh? This is a different solver. This is the last thing I'll be done. I'm not showing you how to drop it. It'll be 2 by xy. It'll be 2xy, not 2 by x, 2 by y.
That's fine.
Yeah. Because it's a product. So it's 2 by xy. So 2xy. Right, so by now you should have equations. 3 to the 2x is equal to 3 to the 3y. 2x is 3y, x is 3y on 2. Well, you have that. Looking kind of bad, but we had to work with it. And then here we have 8 by 2xy is equal to 8 by 3x plus 3. Right? So when you equate, you're going to get 2xy is 3x plus 3. Right? Looks very bad, looks nothing like all the others. But what do we know? We know that x is equal to 3y on 2. Why I didn't? Yeah, because I had it here already. Because, all right, so think about this. What is 2 by 6? So what is 2 by 3? And there's 2 by 3, which is the same thing? 12? Or is it 2 by 2 and then 2 by 3? No, right? Because you'll end up with something different. So you're multiplying 2 by just this alone. So it's 2 by xy is simply 2xy. Not 2 by x and 2 by y. It's 2 by either of them. If you want to put it out. So it's not 2 by x by 2 by y. No. It's just 2 by xy. Sure? Oh yeah, solve it. Let me see what you got. If you do like the fraction, get rid of it, right? By 2 already. So, why have to 6 then? So what you're saying is this 3 over 2 by 2 is what? And this will cancel. Right, let me pick on somebody who looking lost this. Ashish, help me out here. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna substitute first, right? So I'm going to write 2 by what? 3y over 2 by equal to 3 by 3y over 2 plus 3, right? Right? That was here, so I'll substitute here. But what happened with these 2's here? Cancel off. 3y by y's. 3 by 3y's. Do you like this fraction here? So what to do? Multiply everything by 2. So I'll get 6y squared. She said not at all. Right? 2 by this is 2 by this is 2 by this is. Bring everything in cross. So we have 6y squared minus 9y minus 6 is 0. What we have there? What kind of equation is this? Quadratic. Go to your calculator and solve it, or you could factorize it. Actually, no, I look like you can't factorize. Because they have a 3 and 1. Yeah? Tell me. Why you just can't do this? What is this? Let me see what is this. Yeah, it's just here. It's just here. Wait, where do you get? Where you get this 3 and 2 from? Yeah, wait, but x is 3 and 2y. So if you make a substitution, you will have the 31. So you're substituting this equation. You can't put it back into the origin. Just have to go in the equation. Okay? How much you got? Yeah, it might be bad. It's not getting bad number. What you got? X1 is equal to 2, 1. Which part? Here? It's just a solid click calculator. 2 1 minus half. Huh? Like quadratic? You forget this already? X and a y, no 2y values. Anybody else got this on the calculator? Yeah? Y is 2 1, y is minus half. Right, but you're not done. When y is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 by 2 and 2. So your first answer is 3, 2. When y is equal to minus a half, x is equal to 3 by minus a half and 2. How much is that? Minus 3/4. Right, so you have to remember all these things. If you find it hard for now. Right, and then what? And then it's to substitute. Well, you can check, I guess. 3/4. Yeah. Okay, so these are the different types of solving simultaneous. Right, so technically what we did today besides indices, we practice solving simultaneous substitution method. Okay, so I hope you remember this. Right, we have one more type to do before we start logs, right? And minus a half in here. Minus a half. Yeah. Yeah, you sure? You're okay with us? Right, again, Ollie, this will seem hard if you can't remember how to solve a quadratic, right? But you can use a calculator. That's okay? All right, so guys in there.